Hello, Sandra Alexander here from MyHana. I'm a speech therapist in home health care, and I work with lots of people with autism. And also, I'm a parent of a young man who just turned 18 who has autism. And we're going to continue discussing service acquisition, choice, and decision making. It kind of goes with getting services, which we've done a previous webinar on, and view that as well. It'll help. So, as I like to say, let's dive on in and see what it is we can do to advocate and get the services we need. So, what happens when your child turns 18? An 18-year-old has legal authority and responsibility to make decisions for themselves. If that's not possible, of course, you can seek guardianship. But a person over 18 can make their own medical decisions and living decisions. So, in my son's case, since he just turned 18, he can sign his paperwork for the doctor, make those kind of decisions. Now, in my case, I go with him. We look at things together. We'll discuss. I am not his guardian in that way, not a legal guardian. Um, but if you feel like you need guardianship, you can go through the courts to do that and pursue that. You can do it even before 18 if you think that's going to be an issue. And guardianship is not a permanent thing. You can always revoke it. Um, and of course, you can help her if you think you have somebody who's going to need guardianship. It could be making for their medical decisions and their living situation. Um, but suddenly, if you're used to making these decisions and, let's say you go to the doctor's appointment and you're used to being in control, that's not going to happen so easily. And sometimes you won't get access to records from your providers. They're going to go to your son or daughter who's 18 automatically. So you need to discuss that with your provider and do things legal if that's what you want to happen. That is the reality. Now, the types of services can be government funded or private funded, self pay, a combination of this, families being caregivers to help out. And your child can stay in school until they're 21 and get extra services if they've already had, let's say, an ARD or an IEP, a service plan from the schools. They don't have to graduate at 18 if they're not ready. Um, and you need to talk to your school about that, your various therapies and other groups, find out what it is that you need and how it's funded. Try to find out things as much as you can, and you can go to different organizations like MyHana or the Autism Society of America, any of your local services, a social worker to help you find this information. Ask and ask many times if you need to. Now, the choice of services is very important. And the things you should consider is what's the goal of this service that I'm getting? What is my outcome? What do I want to happen? And are these people best placed to provide that? And who is coordinating all the services? When you have more than one agency, or even within an agency, people don't always communicate what's going on. Be aware of that. Don't assume that that's happening and ask, who's coordinating this? Um, are the services that you're getting, are they independent? Are they intercoordinated? And what are they there to help your son or daughter be independent, learn employment skills, etc.? Are they there to help them be able to take care of themselves in their daily life? Um, so you want to talk about how is this being delivered? When? How many days a week? How many hours? Um, you want to relate the services to the specific individual needs of your loved one to achieve their maximum independence. It shouldn't be cookie cutter. Be very aware of that. Not one size fits all for everybody. Now, advocacy for services, what do you do when you're told no, which you hear a lot in this realm? Um, what rights do you have in getting the service for your loved one, or what can they do? And if you don't disagree with the service plan. So if you're told no, you can appeal it. Certainly ask why. Be polite, of course, and as professional as possible. And you may, if you're helping your loved one advocate this themselves, practice it with them. But if you disagree, tell them you disagree and why. Um, it would be good if you can get to somebody else in the agency. Let's say there's a denial. And you can maybe find out why, but you can find out who else can I talk to. It might be their higher up. It could be another therapist within a school system. Talk to many people and see what you can find out. Responses for requests for services can take a long time. Try to be patient. Challenge through the right framework or their steps how to challenge a decision. Um, but try to find other ways to get the need met. If it's not happening in this avenue as well, try to have a backup plan. That's important. Now, who's going to take care of your loved one when you can't anymore? There are special needs trusts that you can set up while they're a kid or a child, and you can go to a lawyer who specializes in this for this information. My Hana can help you as well. You can set up your estate to fund this trust or to get, your financial ducks in a row. Some siblings are willing to help take care of somebody in their family. Don't assume it. Talk about it a lot, and you'll need a backup plan. Try to talk to other support people, and you can't really do any of this too soon. You want to, canvas your family, canvas any support services so that you know what's out there, and educate your loved one and everybody as to what is coming. So it's a lot to think about, digest it, ask questions. You can always ask questions of my Hana and check our curriculum on this as well. We still also have support groups that can help you with this for children who are under 18, children who are now young adults and adolescents. Check it out, see how we can help you. Thank you for attending. I'm Sandra Alexander, a speech therapist and the mom of somebody on the spectrum. Thanks a lot.